is weird. I'm in a weird seat.
Welcome, our YouTube peeps.
Hey, hey, hey.
We will be getting this started in just a second. Just getting all the streams up and running. If you want to chat, unfortunately, we're not able to see the YouTube chat while we're going live right now. But you can drop over to our Facebook stream if there's something you want to tell us live. One of these days, we'll have it figured out where we can chat on the YouTube at the same time. That's our hope.
Yes. Someday.
Here we go, guys. Welcome, everybody. It's live.
It's live time. Oh my gosh.
I'm John, and the excited person over there.
I'm Jackie. I'm so excited.
And tonight we might finish the Marilyn Monroe painting.
Might? What are you talking about? Might?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to rush it, but tonight might be the night. I'm not sure. We're getting close. It's got all the colors. But, you know, we've done some changes. Like, we started this painting on here. Like, this is the fourth or fifth time. I think this is the fifth time I've painted on it. I didn't work on it on Monday, which was the first night since we started this that I didn't work on it. But, yeah, but tonight, though, I think either we're going to get it down or we're going to get it really, really close.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, unless we change all the colors. We've done that before.
What?
So, you know.
We did. I talked to Nancy earlier, and she put in another vote to have the hair going over the kitty.
Gosh, yeah, maybe.
Well, she was like, I looked at pictures of Marilyn, and she's always got that hairstyle where some of it's just right, like in front of the one eye. Mm-hmm. And that was her argument for it. So, I want to say really fast, Christy Allman has joined us. Hey. She says, hey, guys. Kylie Sykes says, hi, guys. Linda Emberton has joined us, says hi. And Kim Tyler is waving hello.
Well, hi, guys.
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome, welcome.
It feels like it is. You know, what's funny is
I'm just... Sorry for the squeaks, guys, by the way.
I'm sitting in a different chair tonight as well, and that's weird.
Oh, your other chair's right there. Jack,
I know.
Jack rolled that one over. He didn't realize that...
There's stuff in that chair, and I'm lazy. But Aaron Schock joins us, says hello. Hey, Aaron.
Well, hey, thanks for joining.
So it's funny because all day, at least for me, it's been a lot of like random tasks around the house, and then computer work. And I don't know what it is, but it's like it always feels like even though we have plenty of time to get ready for this, I'm rushing around the last 10 minutes. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why that is.
It's because it's like you wake up to a brand new day every day. You're like, it's a brand new world, and you're like, ah.
I wish I had that. I woke up this morning and reluctantly stepped onto the treadmill because Nancy forced me to. So. Anyway, so you're working on Marilyn. Do you want to give the crowd a view of what she looks like so far?
I suppose I could. So this is what we're dealing with here at this point, guys. So if y'all remember last Thursday when we were working on this, it went from like the cat's head to being all the way up here, and then we all decided
we're blaming the crowd.
Yeah, to do this. And then we had a discussion about whether or not to have her hair go over the cat's head or not. So we did both, and so last week was a week of exploration and discovery. So,
did we discover anything?
Well, we discovered what we didn't like.
Okay.
And that's important when it comes to art. I gotta say, with my hairdo, I feel like it's almost like a military cut. Like when I feel it, it feels like.
I mean, it is shorter than. Yeah.
Well, because it's all spiky and stuff. I mean, I feel like it's not like an actual military cut. But it's a military cut you might get like from a Hollywood movie or something, where a guy, it's like it's all up, like, rah, 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 rah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's an actual. I just feel like it's a pretend military cut. So I don't know. So I'm just making some bold colors, and we're just gonna.
She It's gonna get crazy, huh?
Well, maybe. Let's see what happens. Maybe, you know what?
Well, it is 102 outside.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be 105.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's
Why
actually.
do people settle in this area?
Why? Good question. But I'll tell you this: it's gonna get warm in here for you. We have to turn the air conditioner off in here because it's a.
Yeah.
The air conditioner that's in here is it's older, but it's not dead yet. You know, like I'm waiting for it to die. You know, and then it still works, but it's just it's like, but it didn't get it quite that cool in here today because it was so hot outside.
Yeah.
So, but that's fine. It works well enough. But frugal or cheap something, I don't know. But like, when it works, it's going like
yeah, it's loud.
So we have to turn it off when we want to record any video or anything.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's an AC unit that's been here since we moved in.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, and we've lived in this house for 12 years.
Well, feeling like the grill on it and everything and the buttons, like the knobs and all that.
It's a dial.
It feels like it's from the early 90s or.
It's brown. It's not like a white fancy, newer one. It's brown.
I want to say it's from. It might even be from the 80s because like I think that's when they redid this room. And it feels like the paneling around it is the same as the others. So I feel like it's the same,
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Anyway, Barbara Brands joins us. Says, "Hey, I'm ready. I got wine."
All
Cheers.
right, came prepared. That's.
Kim says there is always more to do. It seems. Yes, there. It just. My problem is I get in a groove. Like I am the worst. I procrastinate, and I'm guilty. I'll just scroll through Facebook, or I'll find anything else to do besides what really needs to get done. Like I even swept the floors and vacuumed the dog hair up. And while doing that, I thought to myself, I really need to do some computer work. No, I'm gonna keep sweeping dog hair. and then finally I'll find my groove. 30 minutes before we have to do something or I have to leave or something like that. And then I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta go do something.
Oh, you're probably, it's funny, like with all this COVID stuff and everything going on, it's a lot of the same every day.
Yeah.
So it's the same. And I got really excited when we thought we were actually going to go to I had to go to the doctor the other day and then I had to go get some tests done after and we thought, ooh, maybe we get lunch. Well, like we haven't done that since the whole COVID thing,
Yeah, March.
Like ooh. And of course, the place we went to, they changed their hours again, so they weren't open. But we were able to go and sit out in the Texas heat and get some fried pickles and a beer, and it was glorious, even though it was 100 degrees.
I know we ordered 2 more beers, and they couldn't because the place is typically a bar and grill, and so they couldn't give us the 2 beers unless they gave us a little bag of Cheetos to get around the whole all bars have to be closed thing. So I mean, and they only had an outdoor sort of window open.
Yeah. You couldn't even walk in to go to the bathroom or anything. It was just strictly they had a little patio. We were the only people on it. Everybody around here, knock on wood, most of the people that I've noticed when they're out and about, they seem to be really good about
distancing.
About keeping the distance and all. So when we were there, we weren't worried at all. Everything, and the way that place did, it's a loophole here on the square, by the way, if anybody's in Denton. But they seem to really take it all seriously, and everything seemed to be, I didn't feel uncomfortable at all.
No, I mean
we weren't. I mean, there wasn't anybody around.
There wasn't anybody not wearing a mask. Or
it was us and the person at the window, and they're almost 6 feet away because you got the window and then the counter. And then, here's your stuff.
Really? Well, Rachel Service joined us and says hello. Oh, that's gross hot.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. I mean, and John's outside right now. John's working on a big giant mural outside that we can't show any pictures of, but it's so hot that you're just working on it at night. After this live show, we're gonna eat real fast and then you're going out there, and it's you were working till 12:30 in the morning last night on it or something.
Yeah, I should have gone later, but I didn't sleep good the night before, and I gotta say trying to take care of the health thing and all that. And I know like on Monday, I'll say I wasn't feeling very good. It's probably from working on the giant mural stuff and it being so hot outside, but I just wasn't feeling very good.
No, you were not.
No, I was having, but you get to a certain age and
and then your body starts falling apart.
Your body starts trying to kill you every
Let's just get real. John's now on blood pressure meds.
My chest was really tight and I was having like pains and but it wasn't that bad. Like, and then I rested for like 3-4 hours and I took my blood pressure and it was like sky high. It was just like crazy high even after resting. And Jackie was like, well, do you want to not do the live show tonight? And I was like, no, let's just make it a short one.
Yeah.
So I wasn't feeling very good. I
apologize. You didn't even
I didn't even paint. I wasn't feeling very good at all. And but I feel much better. I went to the doctor and they were like, everything's good. Like nothing bad happened, but I'm on medications and things now, and everything's good.
Unfortunately, it's probably about time because your blood pressure has always been a little high.
Well,
a little bit.
Actually, it was really good though for the longest.
What's that?
It was like 120/70 for like years.
Yep.
Like a long time ago, I had some problems with my blood pressure, but it seems like I was having a lot more seizure activity too.
Yeah.
And now for some reason I have the blood pressure is like spiked back up, but. And I mentioned this too, guys, because we all hang out, we're all friends here. This is, so I don't want to like gloss anything over. But one thing that I was thinking about doing is that I want to start working out and stuff. And I thought, what's one good way to make sure that I work out? And that would be to spread the misery a little bit. And see, because I want to get healthier. I had that back surgery like a year ago, and and then like now, like with the blood pressure and all this sort of stuff, I want to just get a healthier lifestyle. Like I eat pretty healthy, like tonight we're having grilled chicken and vegetables and a salad, and that's pretty typical.
Yeah.
But I don't really work out. All I do is I do this. That's pretty much my cardio, And,
well, doing this, which is probably what led to the whole like. Maybe go to the doctor about the blood pressures because we're doing these enormous panels that weigh a ton and carrying them across the backyard and it was a thing. It was a thing. So
but I look good doing it.
Yeah.
As my head was about to explode off of my.
You did look good when you put your head down and you were like, wait, just need a minute. That was your best look.
Yeah, really like hey.
Well,
you're not supposed to. It's funny with blood pressure and all that and that kind of thing. They call it like the silent thing because you're not supposed to feel your blood pressure. So when you're feeling it.
See, and I don't know what any of that feels like because I've never had a blood pressure problem. In fact, my mom has.
Some of us are just so healthy.
I know, right? So hey, my mom has really low blood pressure. My dad had high blood pressure, so I'm sitting right in the middle.
Oh.
So.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say we have some comments. So Rebecca Rees Palmatier, which I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, she says, you get to a certain age, quote unquote, LOL, that phrase hits me so differently now that I'm nearly 40.
Oh, nearly 40, you baby.
I know, right? I'm like, what happened? There was a definite moment where it went from like you could just roll over in bed or move a certain way and you were fine to then like overnight you literally just shift your body and your shoulder makes this huge loud pop every time.
Yeah,
every time I shift in bed or just get up and like get out of bed, like there's something that pops really loud and I'm like, what happened?
Well, it's funny because I've had arthritis since I was a kid because of the Lyme disease. So I've just had arthritis forever, and so I'm kind of used to that popping and weirdness and all that.
I'm not okay with that.
I know, so you're starting to catch up. Hey, you're starting to feel like a teenager. No, well, and I'm kidding about the 40 thing and all that. I'm not poking. I'm just poking fun and all.
Well, 40 is the new.
I would take 40.
40 is the new 29.
I would say, yeah.
I'm gonna go with that.
That's
how I feel.
Honestly, now, like I know, like when you hit like a big number like that, like 30, 40, 50, 60, when you hit like a decade, it makes you, it makes you kind of think a little bit, because, and honestly, like once you turn 21, it doesn't really matter. It's.
Well, she said nearly 40. She's like.
Yeah. So but but once, yeah, that's true. You're still 30 something.
That's a whole nother.
I remember when my big number was 31, I think, because I was suddenly 30 something.
Yeah.
And there was that show that had been out or something. It was called 30 something.
Yeah.
And it was like, I thought, No, I'm 30-something.
I'm 30-something. Gosh, wow, you are dating yourself referring to the 30-something show.
Well, I'm sure I was watching it in reruns, sure.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I didn't actually watch that show. I don't know when it
I never watched that show,
I just remember the title of it.
Yeah. Well, Ron Captain joins us, says hi.
Hey, Ron.
My mom joins us, says, hi, guys, love you. Age, ? Wait, what? I'm 75.
75 years young.
Rocking and rolling.
Man, Marilyn does more than I've ever done. She does more than 75
well, she still knows how to party.
I did at 25.
She still knows how to party.
I know. That's awesome.
Tiffany Marie joins us, says, hey, guys, hope everyone is doing well. Barbara Brand says, my experience is that it wasn't for the last minute, nothing would ever get done. Yes, I would agree. Oh, my gosh. And Christy Allman says, pickles and beer, ? I know, it's almost like we're at a festival.
Well,
I miss you.
Yeah.
Anna says, hello, guys, from Brazil. Hey.
Hey.
Gosh,
I was going to say hello in Portuguese.
It's not obrigada. That's thank you, right?
Obrigado. Yeah. No. Yeah. And and then it left me, and I was like, oh, I had it for like a second, and then I got so excited I forgot it.
I just remember.
Hello. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I just remember obrigada because you said that constantly.
Obrigado. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Gretchen Crossman joins us, says, can't wait to see the finished product.
Oh.
Thanks.
Me too.
I'm going to take all the credit. Brooke says, hi, John and Jackie. Miss you.
Oh, miss you.
Miss you, girl. It's been forever.
I know. You don't live that far away, but it seemed, but it might as well be in another state.
I know.
Especially all this COVID stuff going on.
For everybody. And we've been playing phone tag on the Facebooks. So, I don't know. You need to call me. Or
my phone has gotten worse since Monday. I know it's
always an issue.
I know. Well, it's really like I literally use a phone until it won't turn on anymore because I get so used to it and I get so happy. So as long as it will make a call out and it'll play like a YouTube video or it'll hook to Spotify and hook to a Bluetooth speaker, then I'm golden. It's great.
See, I can't function that way. Like, what was it? Like a week ago,
receiving calls and texts and stuff, that's hit and miss.
No, I have to have everything connected. Like a week ago, I joined an iFit challenge, and I was in a team with people, and it had to be connected to like your workouts on your watch, and it wouldn't talk to my phone, and you can't. They both have to communicate, and I hadn't really updated it since March, and so I had already done like 4 days worth of workouts. And went to like see, how I was doing in the challenge, and nothing was communicating with anything, and I was freaking out. And so I had to go back to like factory settings on my watch, and I can't handle when technology isn't working for me. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Janice Keene joins us, says, I'm so excited to get the masks ordered. She got an email and said they have been shipped.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Let me. Yeah. Pause just real quick about the masks, guys, and I apologize. We ordered them too, and we're waiting.
Yeah.
Because of COVID and all that, I think the suppliers, the people, it just takes a bit.
Yeah, they're like 4 days slower than normal. I mean, they take about 5 to 7 days to make and 5 to 7 days to ship.
Yeah, but so I mean, good grief. So it's like 2 weeks, and then it, so
it's about 4 days slow to ship.
Yeah, we have them, and we want them. Like I don't know. So I apologize, and thank everybody that ordered them, and thank you too for the patience, because we really appreciate that. I mean, but yeah, it's weird. It's like I don't know if anybody shops on Amazon. Well, I know everybody probably does now, but
we are no Amazon.
But it's funny. That's true. We're not on Amazon, but it's funny how you order one thing and it could be there the same day or the next day, and then you order something else and it's still Prime, but it'll take 2 weeks, and it's like wow, that's so odd.
It is weird now that even Prime is kind of slow. It's like we have been so spoiled. I'll be honest. I'm like irritated when I can't get something the next day. It's a little, but hey, it's moments like these that put it in check, I guess. Janice Keene joins us, says, so excited. Oh, sorry, I already read that one. Fami Nakshin, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, says, very wonderful watching your work. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Christy said, a certain age, ? Yeah. I don't know, the popping, it's what's getting me. I don't know. I can't.
Here's
the shifting and the popping. But anyway, Brooke says, please take care, babe. Janice says, take care of yourself. Cassie Garb says, I was just going to ask you if you exercise. We don't want you keeling over on us.
Yeah.
For reals. For reals.
Well, thanks, guys. Oh, I should say, next Monday is our 40th live stream since we started the COVID census COVID thing, and we're going to give away some free things. And I want to give away we're going to give away. Right now, I'm the only blind muralist. I'm the first blind muralist in the world, and as far as I know, until another one person starts it, and I'm the only one. But I have paintbrushes that I've used on murals that I'm going to sign and give away, and I'm going to do it for everybody that's on Patreon too, just because I just I want to send that out to our Patreon people. And
so Monday we are going to be giving away art. We're going to do some sort of fun quiz situation, and
it sounds like I'm trying to push people over, like I'm doing advertisement, like join our Patreon, which would be lovely, that would be lovely, but because we want to do some more things with Patreon, but we need more people on it to do the workshops and stuff. But honestly, I don't know. I'm really thankful. Oh, let me go over here because let me put up our patrons while I talk about it.
Oh.
So everybody that's a patron is automatically gonna win.
Yeah, you're winners.
Yeah. So I mean, well, just like a little thanks. We really appreciate you guys. But also we're gonna give out other things. We're gonna give out prints and some other brushes and stuff. But that's because it's our 40th stream, and hey, we're turning 40 on Monday.
It's the new 29, people.
Yeah.
So let's just stick with that.
But it's crazy to think that'll be the 40th stream since this COVID thing, and we were like, gosh, we sure miss human beings. We sure miss hanging out with people. Like, let's just stream. We've got cameras.
I know, and then we pretend we have friends.
Oh crap! I just painted my computer.
Well, Brooke says it pulses in your temples, referring to. I guess earlier when we were talking about you not feeling good. Oh, yeah. Well,
it was just like a tightness all around my chest and pain, and then you could just feel it, but I mean, it wasn't that big a deal. But I did know that I need to go to the doctor and get it taken care of, so it wouldn't be a big deal, and that's what we did.
Yeah, and the thing with John is that he's one of those dudes that doesn't want to go to the doctor, he's real apprehensive until the wife nags or it's an issue, so when it's like, hey babe, I should go to the doctor, it's like, what? Okay, geez, appointment tomorrow. Anyway, moving on.
I feel like you in a sort of sideways kind of way, you were calling me manly.
Oh, okay. Like let's go with that.
No, but I mean, I don't know, like if it was just me, I wouldn't worry about it that much, but the family and everything, and all that, and just I don't know. Anyway, and nobody wants to feel bad. But we're doing so many things,
man. You gotta stick around.
I know, and well, anyway. and that was really the thing, is that I didn't want to have to slow down at all, because I'll wake up and I'll work on commissions and different things like during the day, and then we'll have dinner, and then I'll go out and I'll work on the mural at night. When the sun goes down, that way you don't burst into flames, and right now, and it's awesome. Like, it's really awesome to be able to work on this giant mural in the backyard. It's kind of like we've never done that before, never, ever.
It was cool on the socials. We posted a picture of the mural before it had anything on it, and it was like, hey, what would you paint? Mm-hmm. And some people had some really cool ideas.
I know,
whenever. Like the sea creatures that Megan mentioned was really cool. Mm-hmm. And one of your park paintings would be really cool.
Yeah, that made me wonder, because and this mural, even though it's like 26 feet wide and it's 10 feet tall, we're stretching it and everything it has to be just as perfect as if it was like a tiny little canvas.
Yes.
So any tiny little bit imperfection. So we had this giant roll of canvas, and it got like a little pinprick holes in the middle of it, and so I had to toss the entire. Well, I didn't toss it. I re-rolled it up. Because the whole canvas is good except for that tiny little pinprick, and of course it has to be in the middle. When you
and when you buy canvas, I mean they are like 18 feet long by 6 feet wide or something ridiculously big, but they're not exactly cheap.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay, we'll put that in storage and.
But I have an idea though, because of what people are writing, it made me think that whenever I finish this mural that's going on back there, it'd be really awesome when things aren't 105 degrees during the day. to do like a painting, but out there, and maybe do a giant, large painting, and do a mural.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I want to do a mural on our fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let me do some comments because we got a few. Tiffany says, I take 3 pills a day. Blood pressure since I was very young. I have lots of tips.
Oh, brilliant.
I can't imagine being on blood pressure meds that long. That's good. Yeah, more power to you. I don't know.
Yeah, that's rough. But man, how awesome though that we have medications.
Oh, well, that's true.
Can do that and
yeah.
And it's really like blood pressure. I mean, if it spikes, that's bad. You don't want that. But having it just high over a long period of time just kind of wears your system out. And then that's awesome that they're able to control it.
Yeah, definitely.
Man.
Well, Brooks Garden says, I wish. It was a little bit ago, so I'm not 100% sure what she's referring to, but I'm going to assume it's hanging out with me. Tiffany Marie says, just turned 40. Welcome to the club. Brooke also just turned 40. So,
really?
Yeah, we could have a wine club.
Yeah.
40 and
that sounds good to me.
Barbara Brand says, if there's a 7 in your number, it's bad. But when the 7 is in the front of the number, you got big trouble. I don't know what that means.
Oh, like if you're 70 something.
I got you. Okay, cool. Oh, and she says, my dad, after a certain age, it's nothing but patch. Just a series of Band-Aids.
That's funny.
Anna says, happy birthday, Tiffany. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Barbara says, my friend says age is just a number and hers is unlisted.
I like that. Now I have to remember that because the people ask me my age a lot. And I feel like now you should just own it. You get to a certain age and you're like.
So Anna says, when we were talking about how to say hello in Portuguese earlier, Anna says oi, or I may not be pronouncing that correct, but it's O-I.
Oh.
Like hi.
Oi, I think. Oi,
I mean, to me, it looks like oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
And thank you is obrigada.
Oh.
And obrigado.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I was thinking, I don't know why, but I was thinking like Australians, like oi, oi, oi. I don't know. Or something.
Such a nerd. I know. So Jeff Walls joins us as well. He says, awesome art, as always, my man.
Oh, thank you.
I'm kind of curious what his opinion of Star Trek Lower Decks is. I assume you've watched it.
Who said this? I'm sorry?
Jeff Walls.
Oh, hey, Jeff.
Brooke says, bring Jack and come swimming. I know, for reals. Like, that's what we need to do, for sure.
If the pool isn't boiling. That's so hot out. You could fry an egg on the concrete there while you make tea in the pool or something.
No, we were talking to Jack earlier, and we were like, we could probably go cook like cookies in the car, and like put it on the dashboard. And then he was like, oh, we should get a skillet and make eggs outside, but then you get flies in them, and then he lost interest. But here we are.
Well,
Barbara Brand says the cat looks a lot better with the back of it gone. Brooke says first world problems for sure. Elizabeth Axel joins us and says, is that wine, Jackie? Yum. Yes it is. Yeah, in fact, I'm a little concerned because I might be at the end of my box. I don't know.
In my box. We do have plenty of wine and bottles.
Well, that's true. We have plenty of your wine. I hate opening that though because
it's funny the way you say my wine because I think I didn't make it or anything.
Right.
Because like if it was my wine, it'd be like bathtub wine or bathtub shit. It'd be like my wine. Oh.
Well, Sean says, what is Patreon? So Patreon is a subscription service that a lot of creators will use to sort of another avenue of revenue, basically. And so a lot of creators will use it and put stuff there that's subscription based. So if you have fans or anybody that wants like behind the scenes looks of social media or extra content that's not just available for everybody out there, you can put it out. You can do it through Patreon, and then you sort of have another. It's a really cool thing. Like we don't utilize it enough, like we should. But if you have any sort of like fan base that likes the Inside Scoop, or I don't know. I would go to Patreon.com and check it out because there's a ton of artists on there that are awesome.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's just really good.
we started it because we want to do like some workshops and different kinds of things. And there's some things that we can share. Like I think we're going to be able to share some of the things about the mural on it that we just can't put out.
Yeah.
Maybe I hope, and because we're under contract with it, but there's aspects that we can share on there that we just can't share on social media because it's kind of a closed group.
Yeah.
But it's also open. Like we also post a lot of stuff on there where it's free. I mean, like, you don't have to pay anything. But really, the way I would like to do the Patreon, like whenever we set it up, we had like all these tiers and all these things, and we had an idea, and then with the practice of it, I wish I had structured it in a different sort of way. Unfortunately, the way that Patreon works is that once you have it set up and people have started to fund it, you can't change it. Like they won't let you know. So, but there might be a way to do that now because I want to change it up a little bit. I don't know. Just
Well, Barbara Brand says yay. She wrote that a little while ago. Jeff Wall says, "What's your favorite Ernest movie?"
Ernest P.T. Whirl. I know PT stands for Power Tools, but I know all this. I
haven't seen one of those flicks in so long.
I don't. Well, I remember that. I don't remember if I ever saw an Ernest movie. Like I remember.
I've seen, but it's been years.
I remember I probably saw one, but I remember there was like Ernest Goes to Jail. I don't know if I saw it, but I read his book.
Wow, but
it was back as like he did the Brahms commercials and things.
Doesn't he have like I want to say I saw a social media post where he wasn't all in the Ernest character and he was actually really good looking, like surprisingly.
What's his name? Jim Varnell or something like that, or Jim Varney?
I don't know.
Jim Varney, I think.
You may, I'm sure.
I don't know. I don't know about the good looking part. That's cool. Wow. He really pulls off looking ugly. Well, he's able to do that. That's awesome. But it's back when he did the Brahms commercials, and he was like, "Hey, Vern," and I was just a kid, and like his book was in a bookstore, and I thought, what? And it was a really funny book.
Oh, that's cool.
It was just funny. It was all this stuff, and that's where I got the PT was Power Tools, and it was just sort of it was just a book of things to do and weird, funny, kind of oddball sort of things.
That's cool.
But so that's kind of how I know about him more, and I don't know if I ever saw his movies.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long, I have no idea.
Why do you ask, by the way?
Yeah. What brought that up? I'm curious. Brooke says, "Gimme." I'm going to assume she's referring to my wine. I'm slow on some of these comments. And then she said he hates going to the doctor. Ugh, yes. Brooke knows all too well because I've griped about it. Ken said subscription-based support site with special aspects. Yes, that is the Patreon.
Yes, hey, Ken.
Basically, Patreon. He was replying to Sean.
And Sean, is this Sean from Fort Worth?
Yes.
Is it okay to call out where people live?
I mean,
there's probably a lot of Seans in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
It's probably not.
I guess.
Oh, the Sean from Fort Worth.
That Sean. Yes.
Well, cool. Man, happy birthday, by the way. And did you happen to go back like on the Facebook message?
No, I've not been on your Facebook.
I'm sorry. I haven't either. I been horrible with social media and stuff this week, but there's a Facebook message regarding you, Sean, that I need to get back to, and so I apologize.
You're so vague, it's awkward.
Well, I don't know. Well, I know it, but I don't know if I might have said too much because it might.
Oh gosh, so you should just stop talking.
Or should have talked more because now it's so awkward.
I have so many comments. Hold on a second.
Okay.
And it's ridiculous. Okay, Ann Tapp has joined us. Says hello. How have you both been? I just love John's use of color. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I've been good. And he's been good. We've been good. We're pretty good. I guess we're good. We're good, right?
We're hanging in there.
Okay. Kim says, it's nice, I guess, that you don't need light, so the nighttime hours work for you for doing the mural. That is, I know. You know what's difficult about this whole scenario is that I'm supposed to film him doing this project for a side thing that these people want, and it's making it super difficult to film him when he only paints at night. So I think we're gonna have to finagle you painting during the day a little bit.
I have a bunch of work lights and different things that we could bring out.
They're all terrible lighting for filming. Yeah. I mean, what we need to do is just you need to go out there and paint for 15 minutes you can layer up in ice packs or something, and then I can get the footage.
Yeah,
and then we call it done.
But we want real footage though of the actual thing.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
we don't want
to
stage it. Like we want.
It doesn't need to be. I mean, that's not going to be the majority of the foot anyway.
No, that's true. It won't be.
You.
No, but there are some cool things you want to do, like with the drone and different.
Oh
things.
yeah.
So yeah, and I want, and actually I want to start painting in the morning a little bit.
Well,
I was just waiting to feel a little better, and then I had some commission stuff that I was behind, and I thought, well, shoot, you know. But would it be nice if I could get up a little early and and film before it gets really hot, and then do the commission stuff during the siesta time of the day, and then
you staying up late at night is weird. So
no, and then paint late at night too. But
well, don't overdo it. You're crazy.
Well, I mean, just to get this project, it's all
Mm-hmm.
it's part of the fun, honestly. I mean, it's something like that. I think it's an honor to work on something, to be asked to work on any commission or anything. But then when it's really cool. It makes me feel really nice, and then to be able to work on something like this, it's going to be hung for decades.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's. I just think.
Yeah, man.
It's nice.
It will be. I can't wait to unveil.
I can't wait till it's done.
Well, I cannot wait for that either.
Well, I mean,
it's a little bit of a beast. But okay. Brooke says, I seriously miss you both so very much. Can we have a COVID-friendly bad movie night? Yes. Yes, we can.
That would be cool.
I have a movie in mind.
Oh, what?
I already have a movie
in mind.
Say? I showed you the trailer.
Oh, do we have the book, by the way?
No, I was gonna probably show it on Monday because I finished reading it.
Oh, that'd be cool. But what, you shared it online?
No, are you talking about the trailer?
No, I'm sorry, the book.
No,
not the book. The movie. The movie.
Okay, the bad movie that I want to watch next on Bad Movie Night. Oh, what is it called? It's like Bloodsuckers and Creepers or Brother Bloodsuckers.
I don't know. I'm already intrigued.
Anyway, Brooke, I'll share you the link. It's hilarious. Okay, I'll give you the backstory. Because we just watched a terrible movie the other night, and it was just so bad. It was so bad. It was Sasquatch something, but the creature in this.
Oh, man.
Okay, for anybody out there, John and I are our friends.
So bad.
Our friends, we like to watch B movies and just make fun of them. So the other night we watched a movie, Sasquatch something, and it is clearly made by a bunch of 20-year-olds that I don't even know. I don't even know, but it was like a store-bought costume Sasquatch, but it had breasts, and it was like the nipples on this thing were huge. Nothing about this made sense. It was. Like, if you're not pulling your jaw off the ground, you're laughing hysterically. So, anyway, we watched that one. And so, for the next one, I want to watch this other one that's about vampires and zombies or something. Anyway.
Wow. Was it like Blood-Sucking Freaks?
Something like that.
Or something, but it was we saw it that night, though, and they were like, wow, this is going to be the next.
Yeah. It looked even more funny than the Sasquatch one we had just watched.
Yeah.
I stumbled on this movie because I watch a lot of watch a lot of reality TV. And so I just finished a little while ago Little Women LA that's on Hulu. And one of the husbands on that was him and his friends made a B movie. And it's on YouTube, and it's this movie. And he's got, there's a part in the movie, okay, this is what I find, it's going to be good, because there's this one part where, the scene in Star Wars where it's Darth Vader, and he's sitting in his chair, and it, opens up like an egg, and it's like a very ominous sort of and it's that scene. You know that scene, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was listening to you, but then I didn't realize I was the only person in the room that could answer that.
So it's the same scene.
You're talking into the chat. Sorry.
It's the same scene. Imagine the Darth Vader scene where the egg opens and it's him in his chair, but this is a huge afro, ball, afro, head of hair, and it's just opening with a bald guy in it, and he gets the afro put on him just like the headpiece of Darth Vader, and he is ready to kill some zombies.
Dun,
and I'm dun. Sign me up, I love it.
Man, I don't know. That's not the blade we got, but that's the blade we deserve. I don't know.
Right. Well, Barbara Ann says the DMA is opening up tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to go. The Fort Worth Modern I think opened recently too, and I want to. I mean, you could go do that and be socially distant from people.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been wondering about all this, and listening, and it seems like a lot of the places that are opening, they're doing it in a radically different way than before the COVID. Where they're making sure like if it's like a group or something, like, or a place where they let people in,
mm-hmm.
they might even like let like a group in and then wait a little bit and then let another group in. That way there's just space in between, and and only let so many people in, and it's it seems it makes me wonder if people are careful and all during like this next flu season coming up this winter. I wonder if there might even be less flu and colds going around.
I mean,
because people are so careful.
Well, that would be good. I mean, it might. I mean, it just depends on like how it's travels through school. Because public school.
Well, the school thing's a thing. Yeah.
Constantly.
And the schools are so different. Because I know we've talked to different educators and stuff, and there's some schools that are doing it one way, and other schools are doing another.
Yeah.
And, I guess. Well, we're about to learn a lot.
Yeah, we are.
I guess we'll see what works and what doesn't.
Well, Sean said just turned 46 Sunday.
Congratulations! Yeah.
Happy birthday. Brooke said, "Dude, we totally watched it." I think she's referring. I'm really behind on comments, so give me a second. Referring to the Star Trek. Lower Decks. Jeff said, "Good, not great, in my opinion." I thought it was good. I mean, I thought it was good.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah. I thought it was good.
But it's also the very first. It's the first. Any show that I think I might like.
Yeah.
I'm like I want to see a few episodes, because a lot of times the pilot episode or the first one, it's not really together. The jokes aren't fusing yet, or
Yeah.
So it's interesting. You have to present all the characters. There's a lot of stuff you're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what the second episode's like now that the whole premise has been put out there and the characters are already put out there. And
I think it's going to be good. It'll bring like a different, new, possibly audience in, and it will hold me over until Discovery starts. So here we are. Cassie Lynn says, "Hey John, how's it going?"
Great. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Christy says, "Ha, end of my box. Too funny. I sure miss you guys." Yes, I'm end of my box. Yes, I'm concerned. And she knows all too well, because I would take like the bladder out of the wine box, I would stick it in my cooler at the festivals.
Now that's a pro tip.
It is a pro tip. That is a pro tip. I like that. Barbara says, "At least you're not drinking out of the wash tub tonight." Well,
the night's still young.
That's true.
I'm going to be out to all hours of the morning tonight working on the mural. You might be out there with the wash tub.
You never know.
Stomping on grapes like Lucille Ball.
Yeah, it's getting desperate. Brooke said, "The fact that you said the end of my box cracks me up." And then I put ice cubes in my wine. The ice cubes that is a life hack to make it last. Slow your roll.
Oh! I thought you were about to give the explanation of wine cellars and castles.
Every time I say that, people are like, "What? It's crazy," when it's totally accurate, but whatever. Sean said Lighthouse Sean, so yes, you were correct in that.
Awesome. Well, well, I shouldn't say anything. I don't know if I should, because I don't know.
Well, let me say, I have a million comments. Hold on a second. Brooke says, "We just found out what the Vern in his childhood friend we just found out that Vern is his childhood friend who drowned. Wow, doesn't that take a dark shadow on Ernest movies?"
Man,
that's not good. Yeah, that kind of.
I don't know, but it's kind of awesome. It's weird. Like an homage to his friend, so his friend lives on.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Brooke says, "Jackie, you're a genius at lighting. You can do it." Where there is no light, I don't know. It's gonna. Oh,
there can be light. We have these box lights in here. We can bring those out.
I mean, yeah, but they're harsh. That's the problem. Is it's not even lighting. I mean, we can try. It's not like we don't have time. So. Ken said he was a true friend. He just couldn't let go of no Hattenmean Vern, which is you get the reference. I'm gonna go with that. Barbara says you should shoot in an infrared or an overnight cop stakeout.
Ooh,
that'd be kind of cool. I like that.
I can make it. I've done a number of murals now, quite a few, but I've never done. I've done street art but I'm paid for it. I mean, like it's like I'm given access to it, and I've never done like street art where you're not, but we can make it like I'm sneaking in.
Yeah, in our backyard. Dun, 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 dun. Brooke says yes to the movie and come over and watch Night of the Comet. And then she said, Jeff says, Blood-Sucking Freaks is awesome and horrible. That's the movie, Blood-Sucking Freaks.
Yeah, that's what
And of course Jeff has seen it because, of course, he has.
Man.
And Ken says The Legend of Boggy Creek was a drive-in movie when I was a kid. You made me think of it.
Cool.
Ken said happy birthday. Jeff says so Brooke is amazing, but she won't watch a sequel past 5. Well, don't tell her it's a sequel. They can stand on their own. I mean, really, they can. And I'm assuming he's talking about Star Trek. They all can virtually stand on their own. I mean, yeah. Anyway, and Brooke says, space bagging it with the wine.
There you go.
And then Sean said, what are you painting? Can you describe kind of what you're doing?
Absolutely. So this is a stretch canvas. It's 18 inches by 24 inches. And it's a vertical. So the 24 inches is 24 inches tall. And it's a painting of Marilyn Monroe, but you can only see about half of her face. On the left side of the painting, there's a cat. And you can only see about half the cat's face. So the left side of the cat's face, like if you're looking at the painting, is actually going off the side of the canvas. So you're only seeing what would be like the right side of the cat's face. And then that's covering up the left side of Marilyn's face, and then you're seeing the right side of her face. So going left to right, you have like half a cat face and then half of Marilyn Monroe's face, if that makes any sense. And it's all kind of up close, so it's very much a portrait. Down at the bottom of the canvas, it's like the bottom of her neck area, or a little bit up, and then towards the top of the painting, it crops off at the top of Marilyn's forehead, but you can't see her actual forehead because her hair is swooping across, and it's making a couple different curves. One is sweeping kind of horizontally across, and then then there's a whole, like almost half the painting's worth of hair going down vertically, going right behind the cat's head. The colors in the painting are a little crazy. So in her face, it's a lot of pinks, lemon yellows, golden yellows, and reds and things like that. A little bit of purple. In the cat, there's much more blues and purples. It's darker colors, some darker red. There's also darker red in her face. So there's colors that are going back and forth in both of them. But in the cat, I'm making him darker, so he stands out a little bit on her face. Right now, I've been working on her hair because last week we had the idea of taking part of the cat head off, which was the right thing to do, I think.
Well, yeah.
And now I'm working on the paint, her hair going behind it, and I'm not going to finish it tonight because I know it's
we jinxed it by mentioning it. That's
well, I know, but I'm curious. What do you guys think about how the hair is looking behind the cat's head right now?
I mean, I like it. I think it needs more. Well, it's hard to see because I'm not seeing the colors aren't 100% accurate, but it needs more yellows to match the rest of her hair. And I just, so far I would say that. It's hard to tell because the screens aren't 100% accurate with color, but. So Brooke says shush about the sequel situation, and I watched Jason in Space.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But hey, I mean, now you can say you watched it.
Yeah. You got your science credit for this semester.
There you go. I'm sure there's something accurate about that. Maybe.
This might answer your question.
And then
according to Wikipedia.
Computer.
To the set.
And Brooke says, that's weird, John. I'm not sure what she's referring to because she said it a little bit ago, but whatever it is over there, it's weird.
Uh-oh. Well, it could have been a few things, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, so it's 8:50, and before we were going to do this live stream, I was scrambling a little bit for like what to talk about. And we've been chatting the whole time. But
yeah, we could save that for next time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could. Barbara says, did you know that wine cellars have sold wine in cans during the pandemic in record numbers? No, I did not know.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Wonder why cans?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Maybe there's so much demand for wine they're running out of bottles? And what can we put it in? Baggies?
It might have something to do with, like, I don't know, but I know...
Sell it by the handful?
I know that maybe it has something to do with the fact that you can't walk around a city street with glass.
Oh.
But you might be able to walk around with can or plastic. I know in Denton that was a thing.
Yeah. It's
so, I mean, maybe that's why it's more popular, but...
Well, I don't know. People are staying in more, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I've just sipped it, wine out of a can. I've never bought any or had any, because I don't know. I almost feel, I know it probably sounds ridiculous, but I almost feel like it might affect the taste if it's not in a wine glass.
Maybe that one episode from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is just catching on, where they were putting wine in a can.
Oh, I love that show. Yes.
And they were like, "Oh, this is great, yeah," and nobody knows you're drinking wine.
I know,
they all have like red stained teeth, and they're all like just really drunk.
That was awesome. They're putting wine in Diet Coke cans, and they were just like living their life, living their best life.
Yeah, nobody even knows you're drinking, and they're all just falling over.
That's
crazy.
Jillian says single servings, so maybe that's why it makes it so that's brilliant. That makes complete sense. Huh. I know when I made the switch over to box wine.
You're gonna say, I thought a bottle was a single serving. I thought they've been making single servings for years. Yeah,
really? It didn't get over the top until you bought the box, because then it's like 3 bottles, and that's ridiculous. Barbara says, love it. I know because I drink black box wine because they've won awards. But I know that
Pabst.
So is Pabst. I know that they have their typical box, and then they have these little tiny boxes. They're little, like, I don't know how much is in there. I think it's like maybe 3 glasses of wine. But I remember stumbling on those little boxes, and I was like, that's perfect, because it would fit perfectly in the cup holder of our kayaks. And I was like, that probably was... You know, that's probably a little bit more ghetto than the can.
That's genius.
So I could do can. I could do that. What am I talking about?
That's genius. Oh yeah, so I'm thinking about having like a workout challenge, or at least a thing maybe where I check in.
With who? Who are you checking in?
With everybody, like with like working out, like trying to get healthier, because clearly like I need to get in better shape and all that.
Yeah.
You know, but if I can hold myself accountable to a group.
Yeah.
Then that could be good. And if anybody else wants to join in, I'll start it on Monday.
Really?
So this weekend is going to be, Saturday is clearly an apple pie festival. Sunday will be continuance of the apple pie festival.
The leftover apple pie festival.
Yeah, with all the cream pies festivals and cake.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, or if people care or whatever.
I mean, I don't know how accountable this group will hold you to.
Well, no, but if I know I got to check in, it's like, oh, I haven't lost any weight this week, or I haven't.
It's more about
my blood pressure hasn't come down, or my,
Well, Christy says I'm in.
Ooh, brilliant!
Dang,
that's awesome.
You already got somebody signed up.
All right.
Now it's a thing.
All right.
So what are the parameters? What are the deal? What?
I don't know, Christy. What do you think?
It's just you and Christy.
we're clearly the two most insane here, apparently. No, I don't know. I just want to get healthier, So the fact that if I'm moving more, like if I'm actually we have a treadmill now, so I should probably get on it. And before the back surgery, I was doing yoga and all, and so I need to start that again, because that'll with the arthritis and everything. But I was just thinking, one of the big things about painting for me is that it's a health thing. I mean, it keeps me mentally healthy and helps to deal with stress and helps to deal with any kind of depression or bad feelings or whatever that you might have. That's everybody has that all the time. Everybody has feelings, and so I mean that really helps with that. So also to combine like a physical sort of thing with it might make sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna start Monday. So I'll do a check-in Monday. It'll be our 40th episode. We're gonna give away free stuff, some art prints and some brushes and some things. We're gonna give away used dirty brushes. It won't be clean brushes that you can use. We're gonna be giving away some riffraff.
Oh jeez.
And I'll be telling everybody how much I weigh.
Oh no, are you really gonna do that?
Yeah, because I gotta be accountable. I gotta be accountable. So,
cool.
So I'll be doing that, and then.
I mean, okay, cool. All right. Well, Brooke says, no, she's not in. Barbara says, even in restaurants, canned wine, but wine to travel. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you better work it well, and didn't.
Yeah. Wine at the beach. Even high-end wines are tasting the same in cans. I don't doubt it.
Oh.
I think it's more a mental thing. I'm sure of it.
They've had liners for cans for years too, like for certain types of things. Like was it Keystone or something that had like a lined can to keep it from interacting with the beer?
I guess I'm not.
Or something. There was some beer like that. You can do that with a wine. And it wouldn't even touch the aluminum. It just touch the.
I don't think it really matters. If you drink it fast enough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you just put a little hole in the bottom of the can and just shoot it in.
There you go. That's how you do it.
That sounds like a sorority hack. I mean, I've never been in a fraternity,
sorority
or anything, or anything like that. But that sounds like something you would see on Animal House sorority.
Well, I mean, if you went to college, surely a lot of people here have done one of those.
With a wine in a can?
Not a wine.
Yeah, you'd see the fancy sorority ladies.
That's hilarious. That sounds like a TikTok video. Well, Christy says, I got a head start. I was on my rowing machine while you were painting. You have a fancy
Dang it, I haven't even
machine?
started and I'm already losing.
Man,
That's awesome.
We just got a big fancy tread that I am in love with. But because I'm a part of this group now with this tread, a lot of them have rowing machines, and those look legit nice.
Yeah.
Rowing is like a really great way to exercise. Love
it. If we ever get a place that has more room, I might get a rowing machine or something. I don't know. I'll get on the tread. I'll give that a try and work. Yeah.
Jeff says, what do you think about bringing Sabak into Strange New Worlds? I'm down. I'm down for it all. Well, I just can't wait for Strange New Worlds. I'm excited. It's gonna be good.
Man. Remind me again what
the Christopher Pike Star Trek.
Oh, right. That's cool. It's funny because I think of it as the Pike Star Trek.
Right.
And I forget the actual title of it because I think of it. Oh, it's Pike.
Yeah.
And then I forget what the name of the show is because I just think of it being like Pike Trek or something.
And it's so new that it's not. I mean, they're it's so new.
Man, I'm looking forward to that. Bring Sabak. Bring
it all.
Bring them all in.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
Christy says, agreed, healthier. My knees need me healthier.
Oh, I feel ya.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man. Popping. I don't know what that... It's just the popping. So much popping.
Ladies used to pop and lock. Now you just pop.
Brooke says, if your blood pressure doesn't work, I will be at your house.
What are you going to do?
I'm curious. I'd make your blood pressure work. She'll get over here and make, I guess.
I mean, like the lower it, is it going to be like in the 1700s? Like, are you going to do like apply leeches or do the bloodletting? Just lower we'll get that blood pressure down. Whatever it takes.
Yikes. Barbara says, I gave up sugar 1 year ago, August 8th. Dang.
Wow, way to go. That is hard. Man.
Yeah.
That's really hard.
I don't know how. I mean,
congratulations.
Like, my sister-in-law does the keto thing and has a bunch of hacks and stuff, but even she has like a cheat day, and I don't, a year without. I mean, how do you drink wine? I mean, that's got sugar in it. How does that work?
Is there bacon involved? Can you drink wine?
Bacon involved? I'm so curious.
It's always my first question on a diet is like, okay, what's the bacon situation on this diet?
Well, then you could do great on the keto.
Yeah, keto.
There you go. Chrissy says, wow, that's awesome. Sean says, wine box, worst hangover ever. It's the tolerance. You got to work towards that tolerance. At least that's what I was taught as a child.
There you go.
Barbara says, I want an elephant print. Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
You have to tell us which one. Kim says, we are Star Trek fans. We have not heard of Strange New Worlds, though. What channel is it on? Okay, so Strange New Worlds isn't out yet. It's going to be the new one with Pike and Anson Mount, who's fantastic. I mean, just great.
Yeah. It's going to be on CBS All Access, right?
Yeah, CBS owns all of Star Trek now, so it will be on CBS All Access. And knowing them, it'll be the paid, subscription. So yeah, you have to stream it.
But the nice thing though is that if you do get to see if you're a Trekkie or a fan of Trek. Once you get that, you have all the Star Trek stuff, like all the shows.
Yeah, and really, like, it's the one.
I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have
I mean, there might be some movies that aren't on there.
Yeah, because of but every like the original series and TNG and all that kind of stuff's on there. And
yeah. It's I actually like other shows on CBS, like, Bull is a good show. They're good. They have a bunch of good shows. So at first I was kind of annoyed, but then I was like, we don't watch regular, network cable. So it works for us. I like it.
Yeah.
And when she says, "Oh boo," it'll be out shortly. There's plenty. Like right now, there's Lower Decks.
And don't worry if you don't get to watch it. I'm sure Jackie will explain every episode. Like, oh my gosh.
I mean, I can get on my soapbox about this, but I'm excited because it's supposed to be episodic. It's not serial. So you, just like TNG, just like DS9, just like all of them, you can pop into the middle of a season and start watching. It doesn't have to be like this long whole season arc of things. Yeah,
instead of just being one story that lasts a season, it's like, 10 or 11 stories.
And have adventures, and let's do a show about it. It doesn't... So that's what they're supposed to be doing with this one.
And I really like Pike. Like, it's funny. Like he's one of the he's a captain that I don't know, we haven't had in a while. This seems like he's like a really good Star Trek captain. Where he I don't know, listens to the crew, but he doesn't have to be like right all the time. All that kind of, I don't know. He just seems really smart.
Good looking.
Ooh, so there's that too. So he's got the.
Really good looking. If you watch Discovery, he was on Discovery also, and the fan base was in such an uproar because they did so great that they, had a petition and all this sort of stuff to get him his own show. And
wow.
I mean, it was a thing. So, and he was fantastic. But anyway, there you have it.
That's random.
I know we got flies in here. It's driving me nuts. That's why I had to finish my wine extra fast.
Well, guys, I guess we'll call it done for tonight because got to go and start a mural. Well, not start it, but work on it. All that kind of fun stuff.
Yay!
But thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. And remember, on Monday we're going to be giving away some free stuff. If you're a Patreon member and all that, don't worry, you're going to get your stuff. You're an automatic winner. But if you're not, we're going to be giving away some stuff to people who are in chat and all that. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. We haven't done that in a while.
Well, let me say really fast before we sign off. Barbara says, wine, great delivery system. And Kim says, just hope it's not quite as violent as Discovery. I have no idea if it will be. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm almost thinking it's going to be more like a TNG sort of thing.
Yeah,
I get
where TNG vibe.
Because that Captain Pike, like, he's not like a battle captain. He's not like kill him. He's more like let's reason this out. More like Picard.
Yeah, they're not gonna play out the mirror universe again, which that's why it was And the Klingon War, which didn't really happen too much, but that's why that show was probably like on the violent side a little bit.
I want a Klingon War one of these days. Come on.
I mean, yeah.
They teased it. They're like, all right, well, it is going on, but we're going to go in another universe.
Yeah, they missed.
Anyway, I feel like we probably digressed into a different show.
Yes. Anyway. Ken says night. So.
Oh, good night.
Yeah, thanks again, everybody, for hanging out with us. Monday, again, we'll give away some art. We'll do some fun stuff. And like, share, subscribe.
And have a great weekend, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.